Hi.
What's up, bud? How's it going?
I'm good, man. How is your
Good,
how
good.
is your how are you right now? How you feeling right now? I know you said you were tripping a little bit ago.
Yeah, I'm doing a pretty good dosage of some shrooms, so I'm all right now. I'm
Hell yeah.
maintaining, feel good. Euphoria's lit. Looking at the universe, trying to explain itself right now.
Yeah, by explaining itself, I actually no, never mind. I said I was done. I said I was done with the shit joke, so I'm not going to do that. Okay. How are you? What do I call
Hey,
you?
listen,
What's
I'm
Oh, no, go ahead. What?
you can
You're
call
just
me
what?
chaotic or you can call me Chris. Either one, chaotic Chris,
Okay.
whatever you want. Big gray guy,
I'll call
whatever
you
you want to
Chris.
call it. I don't care. All right. Uh, so yeah, man, I'm gotta say, like, first time ever seeing a podcast in VR. This is historical in my opinion. Like,
Really?
this is great. You're on to something with this. Like, I could see you doing like the Craig Ferguson late night show kind of deal, man. You can make this a thing.
You know what's funny is this is absolutely not the only VR chat podcast. There are multiple other podcasts that have existed long
You
before
are the
this
first one I've ever heard
and
of.
are still actively posting. I'll give a quick
You are
shout
the
out
absolute
to
first I've ever heard of.
I'll give a quick shout out to the Metaverse DGen and Novid Notes. Those are two really good VR chat podcasts that actively talk about like different VR chat creators and world builders and community leaders and stuff like that. They are all about talking about VR chat and stuff. So yeah, no, they've been going for quite a while. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Adjust myself here.
Yeah,
There we go.
do your thing.
I prefer doing hands free if I'm gonna be up here. So, but yeah, what's up? My name's Chaotic or Chris. Like I said, been in VR, been a part of VR chat for about 3 years. I'm 33, going 34 tomorrow.
Oh, no shit!
A little excited. Yeah.
Happy birthday, man!
Tomorrow. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, me and my brother are gonna be having some fun. I got some shroomies left for me and him both to enjoy. Found some drinks that we're gonna mix up, and pretty fun. But I gotta say, man, like, even if there are other podcasts out there, this right here, this is something interesting. This is like the kind of thing that you would want to be a part of. You remember the thing that got VR chat so popular, the Uganda Knuckles meme. You remember that? I'm sure.
Yeah, that was the first kicker.
But I mean, like, this is one of those kind of things I feel like is kind of like that. Like, one of those things where you're gonna remember this kind of stuff, and that's cool. It's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's impressive because everybody talks about being on VR, just wanting to bash people for how they look, what avatars they've got, or anything like that. But there's never like anyone who just wants to have a genuine conversation or understand people. So I respect it.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't trying to be anything more than what it is. I'm not doing this for like clout, I've never done this for clout.
Oh, no.
Having Harrisong on isn't for clout, I just went on a whole ramble about it all, It's just what it is. It's real, and if people gravitate towards it, then great, and if they don't, that's fine,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are definitely embodying your avatar, that is for sure.
Hell yeah. Very nice. I thought this avatar does I hope this avatar resembles me pretty well. That's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But no, thank you, man. I really appreciate you saying that. That's awesome. What do you besides besides doing some shroomies with your bro, do you guys have any plans? Are you gonna like go out and do stuff? Are you gonna
so at the moment I'm currently unemployed, about to go into truck driving school starting February. So right now I'm being kind of a degenerate and drawing unemployment. I apologize for all you taxpayers, but thank you for paying my bills at least for the next 2 months. Uh, but I'm looking forward to being a truck driver. Going to be over the road pretty much indefinitely. I don't have any ties to where I live. I live in, I don't know if that person, the cute head, is still here, but I'm in Tennessee too. So
Oh yeah, that was Chris. Wait, no.
yeah,
Was it Chris?
yeah.
No, it was Sam. Sam, shout out to Sam. Sam
yeah.
was rad. Sam, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was a cool story.
So at the moment, no, we don't really have anything planned. Besides me going over to his house, doing some trips, playing Jackbox games. You know,
Hell yeah.
I should be clearing up things. He's not actually my brother. We've known each other for over 20 years. And we met because I had a crush on a girl when I was in like middle school or something, and found out that he was talking to her. And at first I was like extremely jealous. Like I wanted to beat his ass pretty much. And it wasn't until about 10 years later, about junior year of high school, that I actually found out that they were cousins. And I was like, oh, well, that explains why you guys were talking more than anything else. So I kind of was a little embarrassed of myself because I didn't ask questions first.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. No, that's fair. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that is rad that you kind of came back around and talked.
Oh yeah,
to me.
we've been buddies for a long time now.
I mean, I know
My name is Chris.
I know I just
Go
said it,
ahead,
but
go ahead.
like your family isn't just blood. You choose your family. You know, you get to choose.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
One
Family
of,
isn't something
one
you
of my favorite
get.
things to talk about.
You just get to choose
Yeah.
that. So yeah.
One of my favorite things to tell people whenever we're together is, my name is Chris. His name is Christian. I'm bald. He's got long hair. I'm fat. He's skinny. Our birthdays are January 9th and January 19th. Like, we basically are like two halves of one person, and somehow we've separated. And I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
He gets tired of me talking about that. But it's pretty good.
Do you want to live a life on the road? Do you want a job career that's on the road? Typically, I know you said you wanted to be like a trucker. Like, is that something you're looking forward to, or is that more like a practicality thing?
I will be honest. I was 34. I don't have. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not in the healthiest of conditions. But I've lived through about 3 decades so far, and not much has changed as far as where I live, finding a job locally. So at this point in my life, I'm to the point where I want to travel. I want to see the country that I live in and hopefully travel outside of it someday. And with the money that I could make doing truck driving, I feel like, one, it would let me travel across the country, and two, the money I would save up when I'm able to retire, I can leave the country and experience other places.
Yeah. Where would you want to go outside of the country?
As far as a bucket list on the countries I would want to go, Japan, because I'm a big anime guy, big nerdy guy, love gaming. Ireland, Scotland, mostly because of my heritage. Norway, because I hear they got great fish. Herring is apparently really popular over there. I just want to see the world. You know, we live like, we as human beings live such short lives. You want to experience as much as possible with it. You know.
Yeah, dude, absolutely.
And I mean, it goes back to you mentioning earlier about the cosmic calendar. You know, humans have not been here very long, like less than a few. You look at that cosmic calendar, we've been here maybe at most 20 seconds, that entire calendar. And you know, we are probably for the next who knows how many thousands of years are going to be the dominant species, the most sentient species on this planet. everyone worries about, doomsday and us being the extinction level event for ourselves, but no one ever really thinks about. I don't feel like anyone ever really thinks about, what if we're not? If what if we do find a way to go beyond the cosmos? What if we do find a way to leave this planet and colonize somewhere else and exist somewhere else? I'm all for it.
And then we'll find a planet that has actual furries on it, and all the furries are gonna go wild.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah,
I know I would be signing up for the first trip of that voyage. Listen, I'm 33. I've seen plenty of.
I can't blame you.
Characters, like, I don't care what anybody says. There are some characters that are just hot. I don't care.
Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with you. I gotta. Yeah, I gotta hand it to you. Yeah.
But,
This is the part where I ask you more questions.
by all means, ask anything. At the moment, I'm currently an open book, stoned out of my mind, so you're free to ask whatever you want, man.
What was your past job before you lost that job? Like, what was your previous job? And why'd you leave it?
It'd be easier to tell you what my past jobs have not been. I've had so many. The most recent one was
I'm saying, like, what was your most
center.
recent job, and why did you leave it?
The most recent one would be a call center for LifeLock, sitting in a 5x5 cubicle, listening to people complain about their bill payments. Yeah, super fun. Love that.
Fun.
Oh god.
I want to meet the guy. I want to meet the guy that is fucking ecstatic to go work at a LifeLock call center. That guy definitely plays VR chat. He has to.
Oh yeah. You met him. My
no, I mean, like,
died a long time ago.
That's fair.
Like, I've met so many people. I've heard so many complaints about people from being in call centers. It's ridiculous. And I've worked for some of the shittiest call centers you could probably think of. Ones that scam people, ones that treat their customers like absolute ass. I don't know if it's cool. I don't know if language is a big thing that you work streaming.
You. Don't swear on my fucking podcast, please. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
You can curse.
Fair enough.
That was mean. I'm sorry.
But I've worked in some really shitty call centers, and I have been on those sides where you get the outbound calls where it's some guy in the Middle East that you have no idea who the hell he is or why he's even calling you in the middle of dinner. I've been a part of those call centers, and I can tell you, they're just about as shitty as you think they are. They really are. They treat their employees like crap. They treat customers like crap, and they pay them horribly.
I think that's one of the most, like, in terms of the contrast of nature to industrialism, like just human, artificiality. I feel like call centers are way more on the industrial side of things. You are not in tune with, natural feelings when you're sitting in a cubicle call center thing. Yeah.
Nah. And I pray for the day that the AI takes over those fucking things.
Chris, what's a persistent thought on your mind lately, or what's been a persistent thought on your mind?
Interesting question. Probably existence itself, and that's not even the shrooms talk.
Like, do you wonder why you exist? Like shit like that.
I don't wonder why I personally exist, but I do wonder what lies beyond just this existence. There's an old theory. I think it's like a psychological thing where you basically take, for example, you have 3 different creatures, all sentient, and all they can do is they can't move their limbs, they can't move their heads, but all they can see the wall. Well, if you keep item, let's say, for example, a sword. You keep a sword sitting behind them, directly behind them, with a flame behind that, and casting a shadow onto that wall. The only thing they're going to believe when they're seeing that wall is that that shadow is the only thing that exists. But if you take one of those sentient beings off of that wall and let them leave the cave that they're in and see the world that they're in, and then immediately put them back where they were,
yeah, I've seen this.
They're not going to be the same way.
They're going to be like, guys, holy shit. And they're going to tell their friends all this stuff, and they're going to be like, I don't fucking believe you. You'll be like,
exactly.
No, this is the thing.
So you got to ask yourself, like, are we looking at the shadow right now, or is this really it? I think this is it. I don't think this is the shadow, but I don't believe that this is what there is.
Yeah. I have thousands of thoughts cycling through me right now, and it's hard to process one of them, because I love this kind of shit. No, this is very eternalistic, you know, or not eternalistic. Fuck. I had a whole bunch of stuff I was about to talk about. No, I agree. This can't be the only plane necessarily. But yeah. God damn it, dude. I had a whole bunch of shit I was gonna say, and then my mind just went blank.
You're good, man.
Guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Practically a Podcast. Thank you for what. No, I'm not gonna do that. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second here. You recap with me what you just said. You were talking about like the cave, you know, and the perspectives we have and stuff.
Yeah. So like I said, it's. I'm probably butchering the analogy.
No. It's not you at all. You were very clear. Oh, okay. Wait. It's coming back to me. All right. It's coming back to me. Our words can't possibly describe and prove. Oh god, I'm lagging. Our words can't just prove things, you know. Our words can only define like the statements we have towards stuff, you know. Instead, you have to phantom jerk off Daft Punk over there, because that's really distracting.
That's the guy from Fortnite.
Oh Jesus.
They did it. Fortnite did it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Yeah, our words alone can't prove stuff. You know, like I think different planes of reality. I mean, I guess that's why fucking science exists and stuff. Sure, but like, you know, actions have to be taken to, you know, prove crazy things, right? That's why there's so many theoretical stuff. That's why we have way more questions than answers, is because there's so many things we can't prove. We just speak the fucking words to make more sense of what we're wondering about. You know?
I agree 100%.
Yeah. I think
like
I was gonna make a joke.
The sad part is all we can really do is theorize about it. We can't until you yourself see what I can tell you, and you see it for yourself. You're not gonna believe it. There's always gonna be some level of doubt. Until I share my experience with you, you're never gonna understand it. You're never gonna know it.
I think ultimately what we're describing right now is agnosticism. We're agnostic. Yeah. You know, we wait for logic and proof to fill in, you know, where our hypotheses and theoreticality, you know.
And see, here's a question though. Where does that and religion meet? Because
that was on my mind.
At some point they have to collide.
They do, and that's I am agnostic, and yeah, I don't want to offend people, you know.
Well, see, you would think with my questions that I would be too, but I'm actually Norse pagan.
Oh, okay.
I've been a Norse pagan practitioner for about 6 years now.
Interesting.
Yep.
You still think that?
No, that is not believing in the Marvel Thor.
Do you still think that? Well, I do believe in Thor. Thor is 100% real. That guy's real. You know. How else did they make the fucking movies?
Oh yeah, it's true. And they cut his beautiful hair, didn't they?
They did. I was pissed.
Terrible.
I hope it was donated to Locks of Love. All right, we're getting really off topic. Chris.
Yo.
You're a chill motherfucker. You're a cool guy.
I try to be my guy. Even when I'm sober, I'm pretty chill.
I'm gonna be sad when you're on the road and you can't play VR chat because I want to like drink a beer with you.
Well, see, here's the thing. I fully intend to take my headset with me.
Oh, red.
I may be a questie for a while, but
that's okay.
I fully intend on taking my headset with me for my days off.
Hell yeah. Very nice.
Because, I mean, you're going to have to socialize. I'm going to be by myself for who knows how long. I need to have some kind of social outlet. And, I mean, if I can take my headset with me, that's plenty.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris, are there any final words you'd like to say to anyone here or anyone listening to this before we wrap up our discussion?
Y'all pay close attention to this kind of stuff, man. This is the stuff you're going to want to be around for. Like this is history in the making, as far as I can tell. This is the epitome of VR chat, and it's only going to get better from here. Follow this guy.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Follow me if you want to listen to more people talking about shitting their pants. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That sweet, all that awesome, delicious, existentialism, and you end it with shit.
I'm sorry. Chris, thank you. Thank you for talking to me. Come back up here. Plug your shit. I don't care.
So, yeah, I am also a Twitch streamer, TikToker, and yeah, you can follow me same name on every platform.
Chaotic and, Chris spelled with a K and a Q.
Yep. That's it. That's the chaotic in all of it.
Oh yeah.
Actually, because I come up with anything fucking better.
I like it though. I like it.
Nah, I thought it worked. But yeah, follow me too if you want to. I don't care. I only got 45 followers on Twitch anyway, so what the fuck do I care?
Yeah, I have about like 8, I think. So you're good. I have like, I don't know. I can't count. Hello. Hi. Oh, your avatar is loading. Hi. Hello. How are you?
Hi. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm breathing. I'm drinking.
Yeah,
I'm drinking stuff that makes me hydrated, and I'm ready to talk to more strangers on the internet. Oh hell yeah! What kind of cookie?
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Chocolate
Nice.
chip.
Nice. Very nice. Coconut.
Good.
Do you want to go by coconut? What do you want to go by?
Either one. I respond to comfy or coconut.
Okay, coconut. Was there anything in particular you wanted to talk about today?
So when that person earlier was saying, I want to get off this planet, I said, I actually want to talk about how much I love this planet and how much I love humanity.
I love it. Let's ground ourselves. I love it. Let's come back to the world. All right. Why do you love the world?
Exactly. I love this planet. I'm American too, so I love my country. I love this planet. I love everything in general. And I think people can get like super pessimistic in their views about things. And I think they just like I think it's like a thing of perspective where they're too zoned in on the bad and they don't take like the bigger picture into account.
I agree.
I'm like, you're not looking at everything, you know? I literally fucking wrote down talking points while I was sitting there.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was like, I'm gonna write down some shit. I wrote down a whole fucking thing. I was like, I was literally fucking typing.
I probably should be doing that, but I do not. My talking points are in my brain. Well, that's not true. I do write down some stuff.
I have a lot
I will
of
say
talking
really
points
quick.
just because I also kind of want to do. I saw your shit right when I was wanting to start doing my own stuff. I want to create videos and do kind of like, I love video essays, so I wanted to start interviewing people and do kind of like a whole video essay style thing
Hell
with it,
yeah.
and just
Very
talk about
nice.
shit.
I do want to
Yeah.
do. I want to
I was
do
like,
a video essay about the podcast at some point before the 1 year mark hits. I think for the 1 year mark, I do want to make like a video essay for the podcast. I will say this about pessimism.
Yeah, that would be cool. I love video essays. I love watching them.
Yeah. Shout out Darafog. That guy's cool. That guy makes cool video essays about VR chat. That guy's nice. That guy's rad.
Yeah.
I'm saying this like I've talked to him. I've never talked to this guy. I just like his videos. I will say this about pessimism, and I'm not like giving it any. I'm not like favoring it or anything. I empathize with pessimism because I think a lot of our mindset has to stem from our origin. You know, so when I'm talking to somebody who's pessimistic, I'm not letting it like define the kind of person they are necessarily, unless obviously like they're being a bummer. You know, there's a line drawn there. I've said that. I feel like I've said that a lot. There's a line drawn. But you know, I think I get why some people are pessimistic. If you listen to I uploaded a podcast yesterday, you know, and it was shout out to Yat. That guy's cool too. Very pessimistic guy, you know, grew up in a Hispanic household, you know, very commanding, very very infantilizing towards him, and just, you know, he was brought into this world with a really shitty outlook, you know, and I think for some people it's really hard to combat, you know, that side of their pessimism. But that doesn't mean that they can't have good times and hang out with people, and like, you know, like people can't enjoy them. You know, pessimisticness isn't a toxic trait. It's just the unfortunate, what's the word? Like leftover of people going through really shitty things where like, yeah, that's all their experience has been. But you can get out of pessimism. You know, you can get out of it.
I went through shitty stuff. I think everybody has their cards dealt to them that are just like, you know, you have bad things that happen to you, but it's what you like take out of it and how you change as a person that matters. And you can't let the pessimism get to you. That's why I try to just be a fun person. I try to be optimistic. I try to tell people about why I love a bunch of stuff. I'm like, there's so much shit in this world. Why would I fill it with more? Why? Okay, I'm going to focus on all the good because there's a lot more than people notice.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say there's no bad, but yeah, like I'd rather. Oh, I'm lagging. I'd rather, you know, be a hell. I'd rather try. I mean, I can only try, right? We all have our flaws. We all have our moments, but I can only try to be a positive outlet, you know, to the people around me. I can only try to, you know, provide some kind of healthy, you know, environment for my friends and let them talk through what they need to talk through and stuff like that. You know, we need stuff like that. So yeah, 100%.
I just think that this planet is great. And I think a lot of people have that pessimistic viewpoint. So I try to point out and have the conversation being like, this is why I love this place. A lot of people don't understand how I'm able to just care so much. And it might just be like who I am as a person and how I grew up, and just, you know, it's changed a lot about me. I don't know if it's my military background, and that's why, because I just care so much about things. Like, It's just like ingrained into my personality.
Yeah. Why do you love the world?
I love this planet because there's so much stuff that, like, especially people in general, like, I love humanity. I think humanity is amazing, and people like to see the bad sides of it. There are a lot of bad things that you see every day, like on the news and stuff. Yeah, you're gonna see the bad because that's the news. There's a lot more good in this world than people notice. Like, every time we have like a major like disaster happen, you know, hurricanes, things like that, you see so many people come out of their way to take care and help people. There's so much good out of humanity. I even just like personal things, like when I was a kid, you know, growing up in really bad places, I had those like random people who were super nice to me and gave me like a positive outlook. There's so much good in the world that people kind of overlook.
I agree. There's a phrase I like a lot.
I think that's a thing.
There's a phrase I like a lot, and it's you always hear about the plane that crashed and burned. You never hear about the plane that landed safely. Never. You always hear about the bad shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just think it's great. I just like humanity. I like the fact that we're able to grow so much, like constantly. We're constantly changing and moving forward. We're constantly growing from what we were the day before, and that's a whole. I think that people kind of don't look at that. They just take what's happening right then. Oh, this is shitty right now. There's so much good that can come out of it, though, that like provide that as a situation where somebody can learn and grow from it. You can grow from it, you know? Oh, okay, I can be a better person because I don't want to be like that. Take it as a positive. I don't know. I like to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I hear that too. I hear Jeopardy music.
I got zoned in. I'm sorry.
Dude, yeah, no.
I was like, whoa.
These two motherfuckers are distracting the shit out of me right now. Look at the picture that, who was that? Hold on. The Ham Man. You guys are really distracting me. You're fine. I'm fucking with you. It's funny. It's funny. I actually don't care. But here's an old pic of me. That's hilarious. Jesus Christ. I completely lost my train of thought.
But yeah, no. Humanity is amazing, and people need to recognize that.
How do you how do you think people can, like, especially people with these like rough upbringings and stuff, like, how do you think people get out of a pessimistic mindset? How do you curb that?
For me, it started with spite.
Yeah, but how did you
spite.
How did you get it? Oh, okay, all right. Wait, I see what you're saying. Okay, I think I see what you're saying.
Like, there's so many ways people can change. It's like, hey, these people were really bad to you. Why the hell would you put that same energy forward? You're just like perpetuating a cycle. You can completely change that. Why are you going to? You're just stooping down to their level. You are literally just becoming what they wanted you to be, and you're just giving in. Why would you just give in to these people who were terrible and made you think this way?
I think a lot of it. I think a lot of it boils down to like the subconscious decision that people make. That I was fuck. I'm losing my train of thought again. What a great podcast. This is awesome. I know. This is what's real. People go, oh, this is how I was treated. So if I am dealt the same kind of situation, then it means this is how I'm going to act to the other people around me. I think a lot of people end up in that hole, you know, of like, you know, when conflict arises in them. I think a lot of it boils down into like families and stuff too. Like a lot of the way like families are to their child when their child is being raised, you know, it bleeds into how we treat our friends, you know, and the people around us, you know. So when conflict arises, or like when something unfortunate happens, people react similarly in a vulnerable state to how they would have been treated as a child, you know, from their parent or something like that. I don't know if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it does. I understand what you mean. I also think like you have so many, like with how much we have in the world now, there's so much like ways that you can change and see different like thought processes. Like my fucking hand has drifted. But I didn't form my personality from the people I grew up from at all. From the people I was surrounded by terrible people until I was 18. I was kicked out at 18. I had to figure out my own stuff, and I was still surrounded by terrible people after that because they took advantage. It is what it is. We all have our cards dealt in life. I form my personality based off of the art that I consumed and the random good people that I would just have tiny conversations with throughout life. I formed a lot of my thought processes because of like the anime I consumed, the books I would read, things like that. And I was like, I really like how this character thinks. I really like how they react and how they look at the world. I feel like I can do that too. Like I'm completely capable. Everybody is. It could be just my perspective on how I've grown up. You know, I've taken my personality from it. I'm in the military, so maybe it's some ingrained deep like moral aspect of it. Like I care a lot. And that's why I joined that. Like, there's benefits and all this other stuff. Yes, that led to my decision to join. But I also, to continue being in it, you have to have a care about the people around you. I didn't join just for the benefits. I joined because I 100% care so much about the people in my country. And I truly do love everybody in this country. You can have your own, morals. You can have your own thought processes. I literally would fight and put my life on the line for you to be able to continue living, because I think it matters so much. 100%. And that's just my moral outlook. And I like to try to put that out into the world to people. I don't know. There's a lot of pessimism, and I think people could do better with having like a little bit of optimism.
Would you say that part of what got you out of your pessimism or out of like the negative things is the realization of the flaws in your family? I mean, I know that's a given, right? But like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like realizing, because I would see things like, regular, everyday, like, you can take some things from movies. It's not real. It's not all there, but in books and stuff. But I'd realize, I was like, hey, there's certain things in here, and talking to other people and just getting outside of that little circle. People stick to their little circles, and that's a problem to me, especially on VR chat. I know you don't want to talk about VR chat, but people stick to their circles. I think people need to get the hell out of their circles.
We can talk
need to
about
find
VR
other
chat.
people
Right.
and have conversation. I think people
just
need
not
to
all of it,
put themselves in uncomfortable situations, and this game gives you a lot of opportunity to do that. Go out and talk to other people, get to know other people, understand their thought processes. Even if it's not the same as yourself, you might learn something from it. And I think a lot of my thought process and realizing that was talking to other people and going, oh, maybe what I've been through and the way I think, my fucking hand again, the way I think may not be the best, outlook. Maybe I can change on that. And just interacting with other people is what got me to have this type of mindset.
Yeah. No, I do agree. We can't stay like complacent. We gotta. I think a little, because anxiety by itself is bad, but anxiety mixed in with like adrenaline, like the adrenaline of trying to get out of your comfort zone, is good. Like a little bit of adrenaline is good, because I was at hold on, what is it called? Hold on, one sec. Oh, everything's frozen. Hold on. It's a VR chat group, actually. Hold on. I think it's called Out of Pocket Comedy. It's a comedy night thing. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a sec. I'm gonna find it. Yeah, Out of Pocket Comedy.
Jeopardy music again.
Out of Pocket Comedy is like they do like open mic, like stand up comedy nights and stuff. And I tried to do stand up, and like the guys said I did pretty okay, and I was like, all right, cool, hell yeah. I just went and I tried it. I was in front of about the same amount of people here, and never done stand up comedy before, and I was like, yeah, let's give it a try.
It's good to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
There is no growth within your comfortable, like your set boundaries. You only grow when you get out of them. You're just going to continue to be the same person until you get out.
Be comfortable in your uncomfortableness. A little bit. I mean, that's, you can't actually do that, but I mean, like, be okay, with.
Oh, I was super uncomfortable doing different things.
Let your uncomfortability be there, don't freak out that you are uncomfortable. Like, you will be. It's a very natural feeling, and so when you're trying something new and like you're trying to be social or whatever you're trying to accomplish here, it's like, yeah, like, be okay with your uncomfortableness for a moment, let that uncomfortableness like be there. Yeah, I'm circling, but yeah,
it's gonna bring a lot to how you are as a person, and you're going to grow from it. It's super important, and you're going to become a more well-rounded human being. And guess what? Being a well-rounded human being means that you can lead on the next generation and help them have an example of being a well-rounded human being. That's why I like having, not to be that person, I think it's great that this is a 13 plus platform, because there's a lot of kids out there who don't have like those people around them in that space, and in here they can kind of like get the chance to talk to a lot of different people. I'm like literally don't mind sitting there and chatting with like a kid that's just like, hi, da 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 da, and just like chatting with them for a bit. That's perfectly fine to me. And if I end up being, because I've had those, like, even IRL when I was a kid, I had those random adults where I was like, that person was really nice. I really liked how they did that. I really liked how they talked to me and took time out of their day, and that helped form who I was as a person. I want to do the same for the next generation because I think that's my job as an adult. Like, end all be all, do that. Because we're literally a species trying to continue on. That's the whole point. And if we should just be a good example for them and be able to deal with that.
I agree. I'm gonna say some countering stuff. Well, not countering stuff, but I will say, because I 100% agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I think not everybody is meant to set an example. You know?
Oh, no, 100%. At the person that they are in that moment, probably not. I think that they're capable of becoming a person that can be a good example. I think everyone is capable of that.
Yeah.
Everybody's capable. That's why I'm not going to just like let people just be terrible. I'm going to counteract that and go, no, like you are capable of being better 100%. And that's what another thing that I like about humanity. We are all capable of change and being better.
This is gonna be some woo-hoo shit. This is gonna be some woo-hoo, like woo-woo, like deep hippie shit. All right, what I'm about to ask you. Do you think part of what we appreciate that is good is because there is like bad things in the world?
100%. You can't have, light without dark. You can't I wouldn't appreciate the life that I have and the friends that I have if I didn't go through all of that stuff before. If I didn't go through trials and tribulations, like I don't think I would have had the ability to 100% appreciate everything that I have now.
Yeah, 100%.
There's a guy.
You're preaching to the choir.
I saw a
video. You're preaching to the choir.
I saw this guy talking about a video, and he was just like putting in perspective of like having like a full cup. Everybody wants the full cup. Everybody wants, they don't want a half full like cup. But when you have a full cup, you have to be extra careful. A cup of water when you're walking around, when it's half full, super easy to not spill. When you have a full cup, you have to walk through life very carefully. And that's the same now. I have to be very careful with how I am as a person, and I've learned how to be that way because of all of the people that I have. I have such a full cup now, and I'm not going to take that for granted because I've been the person who had a completely empty cup, and I know the like dedication and what you need to do to make sure that you don't lose that. Having a full cup, it's a lot harder than having one that's half empty. 100%.
Yep, I agree. It's hard to want to be good. It's hard to want to be good and feel good when there is no good that's going on, and it takes a while to, it takes a while to be okay when things aren't good, and nothing is ever always going to be good or bad. The whole life is a wave thing, right? So I totally get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Coconut.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw my friend is getting online.
Was there any like other points you wanted to bring up?
Oh, I had my talking points. Will they turn on? There we go. Ooh.
Let's give me one more point. Give me one more talking point.
All right. I have like fucking 30.
Give me one more.
I had a lot. Let's see. Which one do I like most? Ooh.
All right, your time's
I just
up.
wrote these like in one sentence things.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm just joking.
So one is humans build safety where none existed before. We are able to create like these spaces. Despite like going through all these terrible things and having all these terrible things, we're still able to create like safety for each other. And I think that's a super huge point to like loving humanity. I know we all go through these bad things, and it's hard to deal with, but we have so many people who are willing and want to build a space for you. 100%. People feel alone, but you have so many other people out there that you don't realize truly do care so much. People think I'm like, talking it up when I say like, I truly do love like every person out there. I'm not kidding. I care so much about everybody. I think it's super important. That's why I do what I do every day. It's just, and I want to build that like safe space where they're able to like, have somewhere to go back to and be like, okay, and maybe have a little bit of uncomfortability even in it to grow from it. I think it's super important. I see it everywhere in everyday life. It's so cool to see how much people do for each other. I think people kind of like lose that perspective a lot when they see so much bad. I'm just like, look back on everything that's super good. The green sea turtles are no longer endangered.
That was
That's a
talked
cool
about on the
thing,
podcast.
you know?
Some guy two
Oh, I didn't see
episodes
that. That's
ago.
funny.
Yeah, it was actually the first guy. It's the one. It was the one titled "Talking About the Cosmos," because at first he talks about like the grand scale of the universe and stuff and how crazy it is, and then he wanted to be this environmentalist, and he was like, "Oh yeah,
the turtles."
all leads back to the turtles."
Actually, everything is built on turtles.
Yeah.
Our universe is built around turtles.
Yeah,
That's what we're learning
why
now.
I think part of the reason that turtles aren't extinct anymore is because Minecraft added the shells so that you can make the helmet and then breathe underwater for longer. And I think they were like, oh, we need more turtles because of that. So then reality was inspired by that, and then they brought more turtles back. That was a lame joke. I'm sorry.
People are incapable of so much care. They are so capable of it, and that's why we have so many animals that are coming back. There are a lot recently that are no longer endangered. Shows how much humanity cares, not just about each other, but about the rest of the planet too. We really, truly care. Like, they're not endangered, man. That's so cool.
I know. I love it. Hell yeah.
We did that.
That's good. It's good
Because we
stuff.
didn't used to us. No, that's not why.
I love feeling good about, the world that I live in. That's good. It's good stuff.
That's why I wanted to come up here. I was like,
Hell
I
yeah.
want to talk about how cool this world is.
I love it.
I want to spread some positivity
I love it.
and hold you hostage during this conversation. I was like, somebody's going to talk to me about this. I don't care.
You came to the perfect place. No, that's perfect. Coconut, I'm very happy you came up here and talked to me. Is there any final words you'd like to say to anybody listening to this or anybody here? Anything you'd like to say before we wrap up our discussion?
Follow my TikTok.
What is your
No.
TikTok?
It's consider the coconut.
Okay. Go follow Coconut, everybody.
And come
Coconut?
watch me dance. It's fun.
Hell yeah. You guys can watch me dance too. It just won't be good, and I'll pull a hernia.
I dance all the time. I dance every week. I'm in random worlds all the time just dancing.
Hell yeah.
So
I love it. Coconut, you have a great rest of your night. Thank you for talking to me. Just a random guy on the internet. And thank you for your service. Let's go, Furby. Furby, you want to talk?
I'm not inviting my friend in here. He's going.
All right, I'm hearing you twice. Right now. Are you both in the same room?
The reason being, I live with him. I live
Hell
with
yeah.
already.
Okay, I don't think it'll be a problem. I just heard you
Okay.
twice.
I just want to be sure.
All right, hello.
Good. Hello.
What the
Dear.
fuck was
Sorry,
that?
I am.
Oh my god, my Twitch went off. I hit 100 followers on Twitch. Thank you guys. I don't know. I didn't realize that was an alert. What the fuck? That was so loud in my ears. It was so silent, and then all I heard was, and I was like, what's happening? Jesus.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
that's frightening.
Anyway, hello.
Hello. How are you?
I will say I am doing excellent right now.
Hell yeah.
The reason why I'm here actually, is already over there. He showed me this on TikTok.
Oh, I hit my wall.
And I
Hello.
was like, holy shit. Let me go see what's going on here, and here I am.
Hell yeah.
I brought my friend Fluffy too as well.
Hello. Oh, you good?
But
What would you like to talk
I'm
about?
sorry, I am very
What do you want to go by? Do you want to go by Furby?
Yes. I go by Furby, Vamp, Amber, or Uzi.
Okay, I'll call you Furby. Furby, what would you like to talk about? Do you have anything?
Yippee.
Do you have anything you'd like to talk about today?
You can start off first. I normally don't really start off conversations very well.
Okay, no, that's okay. What's your life like, Furby? What do you do?
Well, before I used to live with my dad, he wasn't, we're gonna call him Jay for sure. He was not really all that good for me, I'm gonna be for real. I'm not gonna get
Oh.
too
Uh-oh.
Hello? Oh god.
Ah! Ah!
Okay, as I was saying, oh my god, the demons are after me.
Welcome back.
My dad wasn't really all that well for me. I was bullied a lot in school because of how I am as a person. I didn't really develop social skills all that well. And excuse me, sorry.
You're good.
I'm not gonna get into too heavy topics with him, mostly because I don't want Twitch being demonetized.
I don't make any money off this. You're fine.
You know what? Fair enough. But recently, around the end of 2025, Zardy and his parents actually helped me out with, coming to his house, living with him. So I really thank him a lot for that. And I'm in a lot more of a safer place.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah. There is some
Do you
struggles
think,
I do have to go with.
What perspectives of life has changed for you after moving out and being in a better environment?
Well, I would say mostly. Before, when I was living with him, I always kind of saw the world against me. Because whenever I tried to speak out with stuff, people would always view to him and just be like, oh, you need to listen to him. He's all good and all worthy, and never really they never really gave a view on how I am. So living with him and having a family who actually understands how I am, how do I explain it? It is a big 180 from needing to put on a shell to protect myself, but then be like, what is going on? What do you mean you're caring about me? Hello?
I can imagine it's like it's reassuring. It's reassuring to be like, oh, okay,
yeah.
like people are accepting.
Oh, I'm dying. Okay.
Ah! Welcome back.
God. Why is it every time the internet comes in, when I'm on here, gone. Everything goes wrong.
Nothing is ever perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can imagine that's reassuring.
Yeah.
So this is new. You're in like a new environment. You're in a. Is this?
Yeah, I used to live in Jersey, and
I'm so
now
sorry.
I live in New York.
Oh, okay.
No, it's fine. No, it's horrible over there. It's horrible. The cost.
I've been to Jersey.
Oh my god. The cost. Everything sucks.
Yeah, no. I have this thought in my head. I'm just trying to like put it all into words right now. It's good. No, that's really good. I think we all need that positive change in our lives, like especially if we had some kind of rough upbringing, we were in some toxic area, right? And I think it's important to not let that bleed into your vulnerability, being in a new environment.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, that takes so much time. Yeah. No, that takes a long time.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a long while because I have mostly been in there for about like 17 to 19 years. I'm 19, by the way.
Gotcha.
So I have dealt with this ever since I was a child, like very young age.
Right. I am a random space guy on the internet that doesn't really know anything at all. So take what I say.
I mean, I'm a version of a robot for murder drones, so you know what? It works.
That's true. I don't know anything, but I don't know if this will resonate with you. But I think when these moments arise, like when our faults come into play, because it happens to everyone, right? Our like sometimes like when our vulnerability like is shown and like, you know, our weakness is shown and stuff, I think it's easy to you know, fall into, how do I say it? Like, it's easy for us to fall into like the natural things that we've done to cope, especially if we were raised in some kind of toxic household, or like I think and I guess when I say the natural things we do to cope, I guess it's like the unhealthy things we do to cope, right? The things that like we have done throughout our lives that were very like secure to us. Like our defense kicks in, right? So I think it's really good as time goes on to just be ready to catch it in the moment, right? Of being like, okay, wait, I am being the way I was. That's like not healthy. Like I gotta stop and come back, even if it like frustrates you internally, you know, like, because it sucks at first. It sucks like trying to get over like these coping mechanisms when like we know it like was our security, like when we know it kind of just worked for us in that moment. Does that make sense? Is anything I'm saying making sense? Am I crazy?
No, I getcha.
Okay, cool.
Like, I for one need to work on that myself. I've unfortunately inherited my dad's like anger issues since I was like put most with anger and like them being upset and all that stuff. I've been so involved with that mostly all my life. So being in like a lot more of a happier environment without any problems, it gives me a moment to like breathe and be like, okay, I don't need to think anything is going to be going wrong.
Yeah. I know, yeah, that's true. Our like central nervous system kicks in when like our defensiveness kicks in, like when we're accused of things or whatever, when we're dealing with like an argument or like a problem or something.
Yeah.
Or for instance, like a guy who's trolling in VR chat is coming up, they're pissing us off, right? Past drama, they come up, they piss us off, right? Internally you feel that. It's not just in your mind, it's like your body, like you feel that fucking anger, you know? And
yeah,
it's I think it's so easy for us to just be like, "Wah!" and like throw it out, you know, like throw it right back at somebody.
I wanna, like, scream and be like, "Now you just shut the
like,
fuck up!"
For instance,
like
I feel really bad. That was one of my buddies earlier, because one of my buddies was like throwing up stickers and stuff, and it was really distracting me. He did it once, and that was funny, but he just kept doing it, and I feel bad because I was kind of firm, but I was like, I need you to stop doing that. He was sitting right where you were. Hungry crab. But I was like, I need you to stop doing that. I said it very directly, and I feel bad because like just in the moment I was like, I'm trying so hard to listen to the fucking person that's up here, and internally I was like frustrated, not like fully all the way in anger, but I was like,
stickers are making me distracted, please, I want to listen to this person,
and I can't get rid of stickers because I have stickers on the wall. But I could have been like, I could have been way worse. I could have been like fucking, like I could have, you know, had an outrage and be like, cut that fucking shit out and all that, right?
Those stickers.
Right. Take it up, I'm gonna kick you, you know, or whatever. You know, I could have been like that, but I was just firm. I was like, I need you to stop doing that, and that was it. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll talk to you.
I need to learn how to do that a
little
bit more. Like, I need to learn how to, like, breathe and be like, okay, let's control our anger, let's be firm, but let's not explode.
Right.
Let's not explode. Because I don't want to scare people. I don't want to upset people, and I don't want to make people angry at me because of stuff that I'm trying to control.
Right. I will say this, too. I'm just going to be real, you know? Earlier, you were like, I inherited my dad's anger issues, right? Or I like when people say stuff like that, like oh, this person makes me feel this way, or this person is the reason why I react to things this way and stuff. I think it's good that we, connect those lines and we realize like why that happens. That goes back to what I was talking about earlier, about like our defensiveness. But at the end of the day, regardless of who gave us the traits we have, it's still you that's like, you isn't anyone here. It's still you that's choosing to, act the certain ways that you do. You isn't anyone here. I'm not talking directly to you here. But yeah,
it could be for anybody who's struggling with that
like
stuff.
I could be like, oh, I am defensive and like people accusing me of lying because my dad lied all the time, so all this. But I'm like, well, that's a bad example. My dad having anger issues is why I have anger issues, right? It's like, yeah, you still have anger issues, and that's okay, because we're trying to figure that out. I think we have to separate our excuse to why we have our problems and recognize that, whatever we have is still our problem to fix. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to sound.
Exactly.
I'm trying. I don't want to sound like a dickhead. Oh god, I'm lagging. I'm not trying to be right now.
No, it goes for like anybody who's like struggling with this stuff. So I'm not taking anything to heart.
Okay, cool.
And plus, it's like a like a one-to-one.
I was just
thing,
being real.
Like, hey, there's some stuff that, yeah.
No, it's tough. I'm really happy.
Am I able to talk about my Furbys real quick? Because like I got one in the mail. Hold on. Because I'm pissed.
Furby.
I'm about to give this person a give me a second. Like, yes.
Please talk about your Furbys. Please. Go ahead.
Okay, so I got one Furby that I wanted as a kid. It was a festive Christmas Furby boom that I've been wanting as a kid. I got it from Macari for like $25, and it says a working and sound, good condition. I'm like, okay, let me buy it. Let me see what's up with it. It's in good fucking shape, and maybe it has a name. Let me buy it for the collection, because I'm gonna be for real. The rest of my Furbies are back at my dad's, and I need to rescue those motherfuckers. But that's besides the point. I got this motherfucker today. I'm like, I get the batteries, I scatter around the house. I'm home alone. I'm scattering for the scissors. I'm scattering for a knife to stab the box and open this motherfucker up. He's wrapped up in like bubble wrap. I'm like, I'm ready. Screw that motherfucker open, put the batteries in. This... Mm-hmm. He has a problem with his sinking motor. So let me take off my charger for a second. I know people in the listening to it on Spotify or anything like that is not gonna know what I'm doing, but the Furbies literally hear like over and over again, and I'm like,
so you did like a head banging motion. They headbang.
Yeah, it keeps doing a headbang motion over and over again. Hold on, let me charge up my headset again before it dies on air. But yeah, it kept doing that over and over again. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. You say that it's working condition. This is not working. What are you talking about? This bitch is broken. This bitch is breakdancing on the floor.
It's working, it just doesn't work correctly.
Correctly, yeah. I heard its name. Its name is Maydew or something. I'm like, oh, this is a cute name. Why is it broken? And I'm like, there's Furby discords actually for people who have been,
I'm sure,
fans for it, for the 90s Furbies and stuff. I ask about it, and they're like, oh, it could be something with the sinking motor. And there's something with it called corrupted reset dance, where it is very hard to fix, but there is some methods of fixing it, but it's not 100% 100% guaranteed, which I feel so bad when I'm I I don't know how to fix this. I can't do machinery. I need somebody to pay. I need to pay somebody to fix this motherfucker.
Hold on.
50-50 chance.
Wait. This could be a great opportunity. If you're interested. You could get, like, this Furby's already fucked, right? Doesn't work too well, right?
Yeah.
Can you YouTube University the steps you need to do to fix the Furby?
I've been actually trying to figure that out. I like looked on YouTube for like how to fix corrupted reset dance on like either 2020, like 2012 or Furby Booms. There's barely anything. Literally, I only have to go to the Discord and somebody tells me like, oh, it's something with it. There's barely anything on Discord. Like, with them being frozen, no problem. Like, no problem. You can find that quickly and you can fix that quickly. All you need to do is just replace the motor. What else is there? Like, the sensors on it. Like, tilt sensor, pet sensor. If it's broken, then it's easy to fix. Nothing with the corrupted dance with it banging its head on the floor like it's about to break its skull. Nothing on YouTube.
Interesting.
And I gotta figure out, and I have to find somebody to fix it because I can't fix it. I don't want to damage it more.
Does anyone here know a professional or semi-professional Furby refurbisher? That's a good alliteration.
Or like electronic.
Furby refurbisher.
Like electronic, like person to like fix it.
I think
Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace. There you go. Thank you, Stride. Shout out to Stride and Tugboat. That guy is cool.
Yippee.
I'm gonna get a Furby that's like really like scraggly looking, like it was left in the rain, and like
you can find those
fuzzy,
pretty easily, actually.
And I'm gonna name it Pubes.
Oh my! Oh God, no! Why are you laughing? God damn it, hon! I hate you. It's like silly.
Furby.
I mean,
was there anything else? Oh, did you have anything else you wanted to cover?
I want to add. If you're looking for like any generation of Furby, like being 1998, 2005, I will say the 2005 ones are like expensive as hell. At least in good working condition, you gotta save like $100-$200 to grab that guy because oh my God, because they weren't all that like good back in the day. Well, not good, excuse me. They weren't all that popular back then because For Real Friends also came out around that time and people were like, fuck the Furbies. We have real robotic pets right here. Why would we spend money on this silly ass Furby than having like legitimate pets without needing the resources? That's why they're so hard to find, at least in good working condition.
Huh, okay.
But if you're trying to find one like
I need like
1998,
it doesn't need to work.
2012. They're easy to find on eBay or Mercari. From what that person said, Facebook Marketplace is also a good option. There's also Shop Goodwill. I've also seen that. However, there's not really much of like, you can't really see if they're tested or not. That's what I fear because like, I don't want to spend this much money and then it's not fucking working. Like how I spent about $25 on a defective Furby that keeps doing the breakdance and I'm, excuse me.
I want a Furby that doesn't work at all. And it was originally white, but then it was like dropped in mud and left like in some kid's entire child. Like it was left in some backyard for a kid's like entire childhood. And then they're like, oh, it's a Furby. And then they like brought it to Goodwill. I want that Furby.
When I was 10 years old.
I want that Furby. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. I mean, people also customize them. I have seen multiple people. It mostly goes for 1998 Furbies because those ones are the easiest to customize. I've seen people customize like other ones, like the 2012 and Furby Booms. I've also seen one with 2005. It was like rainbow. It was beautiful.
That's pretty cool.
But 1998 ones are what people normally customize since they're pretty easy to like fix the eyes, to like customize the fur and stuff. It's pretty easy.
Hell yeah. Furby?
So yeah.
Furby, sounds like you got a nice little settled or more settled life. You know, sounds like you got a lot to look forward to. I'm really happy for you. I'm excited for you. It's pretty rad.
Thank you.
Furby, do you have any final words you'd like to say to anyone here or anyone who might listen to this before we wrap up our discussion?
For anybody listening to this, please drink a lot of water, get some food, get proper exercise if you need to. I'm not one to exercise too often, but, you know, good exercise, taking a walk around, having some fresh air, it will help you a lot. It will help you a lot. I'm mostly looking at you, Fluff. You better have drinking water because I swear to God. Anyway.
Thank you, Furby. Thank you for coming up and talking to a random guy on the internet.
Ow, I just hurt my arm.
Oh, I heard that.
God damn it.
Don't break your arm. That's not a phantom arm. You do not have a phantom arm. Your arm is very real. Come up here. I'm gonna drink my Coors Light now really quick.
I totally forgot like half of the shit that like I was gonna talk about. But I remember telling my friend a fact and they were shocked by it. Do you know penguins can be gay? Penguins can be gay and they can adopt little baby lost penguins. That's an actual thing.
Did you know frogs can transition?
Yeah.
Did you know that flamingos
they can reproduce?
Do you know that flamingos have orgasms that last for 30 minutes?
Wait, that's a thing?
That's a thing.
I did not know that one.
Flamingos can they'll jizz and then their orgasm lasts for 30 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I had a conversation.
I wonder
and I
why
totally
we don't
forgot about it
see
with all the politics.
You know how there's like bird furries or whatever? There's never a flamingo furry.
Like a flamingo like furry?
Yeah. Because, you know, an orgasm for 30 minutes sounds cool, but then you know, when you execute the practice, I feel like it wouldn't be. I feel like it just get annoying because it lasts too long, you know?
Yeah.
You guys know what you guys know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I'd get.
You guys know what I mean.
Yeah, I definitely understand the 30-minute orgasm.
Sorry, I'm like standing up.
Okay.
Well, since you were on the discussion about neurodivergent subject, out of curiosity, what's your opinion about eye contact?
It
being
depends
forced to
on
do
who
eye
it is.
contact.
I'm fine with eye contact in VR and in real life. If you're talking to me, I am staring at you. But there's like affirmative.
No, that's what I meant. Like when you're doing conversations. Sorry, someone said.
Okay, so yeah, no, if like eye contact while talking, like yeah.
On personal note, I am autism, ADHD. I cannot with eye contact.
Can you scoot in more, please? Thank
there you go. On personal, I can't do eye contact.
I can look at you. I mean, like if I talk, I glance away for a second. But if you're talking to me, I'm just looking at you speaking. Yeah. That's how I focus. And then affirmative
I can do
nods.
It on VR because it's not a person, but in real life, I suck at eye contact. I cannot stare at people in the eyes. I have to look at other things, or do it on here too.
if I'm in deep thought,
Also,
talking to somebody, like
Yeah.
my eyes will shift upwards, or like I just like look away because I'm like trying to think. So, yeah,
I
don't
will
know.
stare somewhere and then I'll like space out and like just whole sight and brain just shuts down.
You know what
and
you
then
need to
someone will be
do?
like, "Did you hear that?" And I was like, "What?
You know what you need to do?
What?"
You need to go up to a random stranger and ask for a staring contest.
No, no.
I would do it.
Do you want to do a staring contest right now?
Well, this is fine because it's like just a little.
We can
space
easily
guy. It's
lie.
Not some... We could easily lie. Like I could be saying like I'm staring now and I'm not, or something.
Exactly.
Look at the
You guys want to know? You guys want to know the key to winning a staring contest? It's slightly like glancing away and like coming back, like either like looking up or like down for a
Yeah.
second and then glancing back, because then like water gets back around your eyes for a second, and so you last longer in your blinks, or before your
Another
blinks.
question I was gonna ask that. What's your opinion? What's your like? Out of curiosity, do you ever have that problem where like you have like your favorite type of fork and spoon, and like if it's dirty and you can't use it, then it just ruins your entire meal?
No, not really. I mean, I have a lot of the same type of. I mean, I'll buy like a silverware set, and I'll just use that. But no, I don't have like a favorite fork or spoon. Not really.
I have like this favorite set of like spoon and forks that I like, and I always find like I avoid every other spoon or fork except for those ones, and it's a weird problem I have.
What if we
'Cause I feel like the other.
you know the game Spore? It's like
I feel like I
you
might
can like
know it, but
you start
how
you
do you
start
play
off
it?
as like a bacteria thing, and then you like grow into like a creature, like through evolution.
I feel like I know what that is. I feel like I heard of that game.
Either way, what if like a creature was like spoon or forked shaped? I wonder how long their orgasms would be. Not even in like a lustful
Why are
way,
we
just
back
like in
on
a
the
curious
topic of orgasms?
way. Oh yeah,
Why
sorry.
are we on the topic?
That's my bad.
of orgasms again?
That's my bad. I didn't even mean that in like a
Well-
weird like Rule 34 way. I meant that in a very like just biologically functions in the biological functions of creatures. How would that work? Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That was odd.
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
what was it? What was it? Me and my friends like questioned something because someone said that it was healthy to orgasm, and then I searched it up and I loved it because when I was looking through like what was the health benefits, one of them just said how it like prevents cancer, and I love it because when I was reading into it, it just says it helps prevent cancer, and then it just said quote unquote, "We're still researching into this."
Wait, what was this?
It said that if you orgasm, it like prevents the risk of cancer. And for some fuck reason, it like said like we're still researching into this. And I sat there for like a few seconds like that was useless to even tell me it. Like what's the scientific
So like I've heard that jizzing helps prevent prostate cancer or like testicular cancer.
That's what it is. And I
But
love
they're
it 'cause
like,
when I was looking into it, it
oh
just
nah,
said-
like it's a maybe. Like okay.
There's just, no. It was like it was like yeah, it helps, and then it was like we don't know why, we don't know how.
Oh,
it just
okay.
happens. Like,
I think a lot of us
No.
just gooned a lot. All throughout history. We were all like, all right, Horace. I need you to stop talking so much while we're up here, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah.
Horace like constantly saying that. Like it's just like my brain.
Horace right now is like when people add their AU characters into Smiling Friends or Steven Universe. That's what's going on right now.
I'll be honest,
what's going on.
Half of the time when you add a character to like Gumball, they'll still look like they're part of the show. Weirdly, it works all the time, no matter like who they are.
Can you scoot back in?
It just, I keep moving back every time I sit down. I have to like sit down, stand up.
You're good. I'll scoot back.
This shit. But yeah, no.
Do you want another autistic question?
If you had any character like Gumball or anything like that, it just works well because of how different the styles are for every character.
I feel like the spaceman would fit Gumball.
The spaceman would definitely fit. I'm actually really curious how you like when one day you just went, yeah, I'm the spaceman. I'm curious where that came from. That was the question I wanted to ask you earlier.
Let's see. I went to a VR chat world, and there was a spaceman avatar, and I went, yeah, I want to be the spaceman.
And you just stayed spaceman.
Yeah. And I was like, this suits me, and then I picked it. And now I'm a space guy.
We all have those avatars that like we're just like, yeah, that's me. I'm wearing the one I'm like, yeah, it's me. But then, of course, all of my friends are like, why do you choose that avatar of all things? And I'm just like, I just like it.
Because I like
it's fun.
Yeah. People ask me why I'm the space guy, and I'm like, I like it. I'm a space guy.
It's funny because they're like, why did you choose a femboy? And I'm just like, it has weapons. It's really cool.
This has a bunch of balls in it. It's got a bunch of planets. That's pretty cool.
It's got a bunch of balls in it. You got a bunch of balls in you.
Yeah, I know. Fuck yeah, I do.
He's just saying with pride, fuck yeah, I got a bunch of balls in me.
I have one last question.
My brain spaces out a lot. What?
What's your favorite block in Minecraft?
That's a hard question. I actually like a lot of the blocks in Minecraft.
Pick a few. Top 5.
I like...
Not in order.
Top 5. I find I like a lot of the wood planks because it always fits well for just normal boarding, just for like floors. I like that crystal one. The crystal one. I forget what it's called.
Amethyst?
I haven't played Minecraft in a while. Amethyst, yeah. I like a lot of like the cobblestone, weirdly. It's really nice. Just weirdly
Cobblestone's cool.
Fun. Yeah. And then I like I don't know. I like the command block. Command block looks cool. It looks like a weird machine that you can mess around with.
That's true.
Like a dangerous machine. Yeah.
That's true.
It's fun, I guess.
What do I call you? What is your name? What do you want to go by?
What do you call me? Knight. People call me Knight, or they call me Crasher.
Hey, Knight.
They call me Crasher or Knight, but yeah.
Excuse me, can I scooch too real quick? Can I just scooch?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
No, you're good.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
All good. All good.
Okay. Okay. It's just like, what are they doing? You let him screw through.
I shouldn't have kicked that person. That was actually pretty funny. Fuck. I shouldn't have kicked them.
That was actually just nice. They just need to scooch through.
I was kind of just under. I was under the. I just projected that they were gonna do it again, and I was like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah. I set my rules.
Like, I'm at like a sports event. They remind me when I'm at a sports event. I'm trying to like scooch through, and I feel like an asshole. Like I'm like blocking people's view, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm sorry. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Believe me, that's
and then
when
they stare
Canadian
at you.
words are very helpful.
And
everyone
then,
says sorry in Canada.
Dude, that's
when
a
it comes
good
to that.
place to practice eye contact. is in large crowds. Because you just look at them briefly as you pass by.
That's what I do a lot, and then every time I do that, I like stare at the floor wanting to just die. Like, oh god, no. I know in Canada, a lot of people say sorry, or they're usually very friendly, so that's nice. Anyways.
That's true.
I think I should let other people talk. I don't know what to talk about much.
I live in Maine, which is the most northeastern state in the U.S., and it's like it's like the trial version to Canada. So yeah, there's a lot of people who say sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're in Maine too? Hell yeah!
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm talking to you later.
Canada, it's funny because I have people like come to me and they're like, "You American?" I'm like, "No, I'm Canadian." And then they'll sit there and they're just like, "Oh,
no, I
sorry,
speak English."
And then I'll just sit there for like a few, like, okay. In South Park,
My
they really
favorite
predict Canadians
Minecraft
as like
block.
a different breed of person.
My favorite Minecraft block is Sponge Block.
Sponge block is pretty cool.
Knight, is there any
blocks actually? The coral's nice.
Knight, is there any final words you'd like to say to anybody who might listen to this podcast before we wrap up our discussion?
Be nice to people. Be nice to people. There's no use in hating on people, even if let's say they were an asshole. Just don't start a fight. Just be happy, because in the end, we're all breathing and we're all happy. And also, cats are awesome.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. As my one of my best friends would say, aka the guy right behind us, Greenie. That's so valid.
The cat's actually on my desk right now. I have to get him off. I'm gonna go off the stage.
Have a good night. Oh god. Have a good night. Night.
You too.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to start off and say I love the videos that you do on TikTok. That's actually how I got to
Thank you.
the podcast and stuff. I love that you just openly go into public and let people talk and you interact with them like they're normal human beings, because that's actually part of the discussion I had. So my question for you, given the fact that you've been, doing this, my question for you, when you first got on VR chat, what was the number one reason why you started, and what was your first experiences like?
I mean, I really just hopped on to see what it was like. I had seen I saw the Knuckles stuff. I saw videos from a guy named Swagger Souls about VR chat, and I was like, alright, that looks cool. I like social stuff online. Hold on, I have to burp. And then, I was, I don't know, I just stuck around. I've been playing VR chat since 2019. At the very end of 2019. And I don't know, I've been through many different channels of people and groups, and I've seen many corners of this game. And I don't know, yeah. I eventually kind of came to the conclusion, or I guess it eventually led me to the idea of this. So yeah.
I think I love that. That's a very normal answer, and I'm glad that you you created something out of your experiences with VR chat. For me, it was an escape from the world that I was living in when I was younger. Mm-hmm. But it also blossomed to create friendships, to create career opportunities, to become a performer, because I'm a singer and I perform here in VR chat.
Super cool.
But yeah, it's fun. It has its little spouts, but what doesn't? But a lot of people nowadays, I feel like, need an escape, and if done properly, I feel like the world of VR chat can be a little bit of an escape, given the fact that the world is very dark today for a lot of people in their own reality.
I do think, yeah, a lot of people. I know a lot of people are on here to escape from their
Yes.
their situations, but it's not just VR chat that's doing that. It's watching a show. It's
Yeah.
It's calling your friends. It's hanging out with friends. And when I guess when we add escape to the broad term of us, doing our things to distract ourselves from the world. Eventually, it's not about distracting ourselves from the world. It's about our decompression from our everyday work or lives,
Right.
Yeah. I get why we say it like that, but I don't like that we say it's an escape, because it doesn't. I feel like the word escape is a mindset, and it's like, to me, it's not really an escape. It's more just it's a decompression. We are still ourselves and the things in our lives that contain us, and just because we get on and that's not like the stress of the world and our jobs isn't the first thing on our mind, that doesn't necessarily mean it's an escape. But it is a distraction. And I do agree that people come on to like distract themselves so that they don't think about stuff. So I'm not saying it's not an escape at all. It's just that
Right.
our problems. I think you know what I'm trying to say. Sorry.
I think
Go ahead.
when it comes to an escape, there's a lot of things someone can think of, like hobbies. You mentioned other things other than VR chat. For me, another escape was being a part of the furry community, but just at the beginning of this year, I kind of started to back out of the furry community. Because
I
it
get
is
that.
a hayride. It is a hayride.
I totally get that.
But from a creative, artistic standpoint, it's beautiful. But from the people who are primarily using the role in the furry community to gain views or clout or whatever, it's actually becoming an alarming problem. And it kind of really soured it for me being a part of the furry community, especially in VR. So I used to have this persona named Foxy, and then I just early this year kind of just tossed it away to be this this avatar. But like you said, there's a lot of escape. So for me, of the furry community, VR chat, songwriting, singing, but there's also a lot of distractions that have me work on those hobbies. So VR chat, I have the headset on, I close out the world around me, and I feel like that's what a lot of people do. However, there are also a lot of risks when it comes to being on VR chat nowadays, I think I could say.
What do you mean by risks?
So a lot of people, when they go on VR chat, sadly, a lot of them are very young, and they don't have parental supervision or anything letting them know the dangers of VR chat, right? And sadly, we have groups of people who take advantage of young minds, lure them in with, oh, you have a place with me. I believe in you when your born family doesn't. So they lure you in, and then they use that individuals for their every whim.
That's fucked. No, I totally, it's so unfortunate. Yeah, and though I'm sure those people that are luring in, minors
I know that from
are
experience,
also
that's how I know.
Are also not raised in good in healthy environments.
The crazy thing is how when I was first starting out, like only 2 years into VR chat, or even a year, I thought I could trust everyone around me. So I trusted this guy who was
never
a big TikTok creator.
You don't know somebody until you get to know them.
No, you don't until you see them. Yeah, and that's what I learned after I got to know this guy.
Your first impression isn't the full picture. Sorry. So I'm sorry.
You
Go ahead.
Okay, here's something: is you should not, see the character they play on VR chat or behind a screen on social media as someone who's actually themselves. Like, I found out this person
Never.
wasn't who they
Yeah.
were when they had me go meet them IRL. And the crazy thing is, they had fame, they had power, they had everything to get away with, sadly, what they did with me. And that's the crazy thing about VR content creation, is people use those to their whim, to manipulate young minds and to get away with what they do because they have a powerful fan base.
Yeah. People know that they have this influence on people, and it's like, oh, I already know you like me, and I know you'll do things I say because you want to like
Right,
be
like
around
nothing I
me.
do will ever be
That's
seen
so
as wrong in
fucked.
your eyes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, not okay. And I think I would love to see more either just awareness or like things being posted about skills and things to mindfully look out for, not just in VR chat but online in general or just in person, about what to look out for in somebody when we're online who might
I feel
try
like
to take advantage of
when
you.
a person's too nice to you, too welcoming, like you'll get that eerie feeling in your gut that's telling you, hey, something's off. Listen to it. Because some people on here are scary nice. And what I mean by scary nice is they're like plastic, like textbook plastic nice.
They have like a fake tone. They have a fake
mask on.
cadence. Yeah. Something about them seems not real. Yeah. I mean, I'm no professional. I can only speak from my experience. I think another thing is when people are either burying the lead on an intention with you, or trying to direct a conversation in a certain way multiple different times. Like a good example would be like if you were to meet somebody, you get close to them, and then like they're trying to get you to like send them pictures or something, and it's like that slow buildup of them trying to like warm you up to that request, like shit like that, and I'm not a professional in all this,
the moment they get you off of the platform, like they literally go to that demand. It's gross.
I think
and pretty sad.
It takes several weeks to get to know somebody, on VR chat at least, or just in general, honestly. A rule I give myself when I make new friends nowadays is it's kind of like an unspoken, like it's how do I word it? It's if I meet somebody and I like they have like good vibes or whatever, it varies for everyone, but ultimately, like if I meet somebody on here and like we hit it off and like they seem like a homie, I wait like a month or two, before like inviting them into my friend circle, and I know they're like a close friend, because like you don't really get to see the full picture of somebody until you've seen the different social scenarios they've been in. How do they deal with conflict?
Yep.
What is their humor like? Where might they push boundaries? Where are how do they deal with people who come up to fuck with them? Online. How do they deal with trollers? How do they deal with what's their emotional maturity? And those are things that like you can't just. Oh god, I'm lagging. Those are things that you can't just like understand with a first impression. That takes weeks, to figure out.
And I think that's something that's really like, I have this thing where I have a first impression of someone. Like I have that like reading immediately when I meet them, and for me, a lot of people, especially like in the VR scene and in the furry fandom, there's a lot of really nice people in the furry fandom, amazing people.
Oh, for sure.
I have a really good friend group in the furry fandom. There's like, what I want to say is like, there's always bad eggs everywhere, and just because
100%.
some of a community is rotten to the core with black mold does not mean that the other half is. And I think that's the definition of life. It's bittersweet. You have your sweet centers, you have your sour centers. But when it comes to making friends, or even for some people, for myself, even a family, you just don't want to rush into it, because I've had that. I've made that mistake, and it will come back and bite you in the ass later on if it's a wrong thing. Like, it sucks.
Yeah. Life is like a wiener. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down, but it's never hard forever.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Can I switch back to oh no, sorry, go ahead.
What I was going to say after that was outside of VR and stuff, you know, what people don't know is with music you can tell your story. You can tell anything you want behind a scripture of words. There's a message behind them, and that's the beauty, I think of going through all of this stuff, you know, all of this craziness, is there's always a story to tell, and it's therapeutical for me myself to turn my experiences into music. So that's another hobby I suggest people to get into if they ever need to get through something therapeutically.
Yeah. I like I'm very if I'm trying to like get through like something, if I'm trying to cope with something, this probably sounds dumb. Not dumb, but like generic and hard to believe. But I will talk to myself, and I'll be as honest to myself as possible. Because there are things that we want to do to deal with our problems, you know, or to like go about our situations, and then there are things that we logically should do, you know,
right.
And logic outweighs our emotion when we are trying to be healthy, you know. And yeah, I am very honest with my feelings and trying to get through problems, and you know, I was never always like that, you know. That's a new thing. Before that, it was very toxic. It was like a self-sabotage. I would like leave Discord servers and cut people off and like be like, oh, I don't deserve to talk to people. You know, that's how I dealt with, you know, shitty problems in the past. Very not very unhealthy. Very bad.
I can relate to that.
And then I was like,
when
my
you mess up,
this shit is temporary. You
take
know,
that shit to heart.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. That's my songwriting. That's my music, is the honesty of my conversation with myself, the observation of my thoughts, and thinking what is the logical thing to do over the things I want to do. Yeah. Yep.
That's nice.
What I won't keep you up here much longer. I know I'm taking up a lot of your time. You know, I sit up here and I'll forget that I'm like doing this podcast thing. I forget that I'm like live on Twitch. I'm just like talking to people.
Just watching the time go by.
And I'm like,
Sometimes
oh
that's a good
shit,
thing, though.
yeah, I'm like doing this podcast thing. Fuck. Whoops. What real quick, I just want to,
Mhm.
I just wanted to understand this better. Why did you stop being a furry again?
So there was again the individual who had power and fame. They kind of tainted my name and the person I was in the furry fandom. With, you know, a bunch of stories and crazy shit, and I went through death threats and a lot of stuff for over 3 years.
Oh fuck.
So why yeah, it was very messy. And I'm still fighting that battle. But I got fed up with it, and I'm still in the fandom, just not like in. Like I'm still like participating in events and stuff. But I'm not like a furry. I wouldn't classify myself as a furry anymore. It just sucked the fun out of it. Going through 3 years, you know, harassment, people saying that you didn't go through something, and people saying that they wish you were dead. I mean, it really sucks. That passion to be in a community you thought was full of art and creativity, and just turn out to be drama and people with lust and people's hunger for power.
Yeah, that shit sucks. Before
Oh yeah, it does.
I can in my own way, I had my own little furry character guy thing. Before I really used the spaceman, I had like a furry character thing. And then after a while, I had a falling out with the friend group. And to no reason in like any furry community. It was more just like okay, I'm like the attachment I have, you know, to this identity that I have online. Yeah. I just don't see it anymore. And part of it, you know,
just don't
is
fit
that
in with it anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. That's the interesting thing about our personas online is they evolve and they change a little bit, you know?
Yep.
Differently for everybody, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to stick to one thing, you know?
It's
the same
cool.
thing with like fashion, you know? Like we get to change how we present ourselves, you know?
Right.
But yeah.
I do want to say that, you know, I have a lot of friends in the furry fandom. I met so many amazing musicians like When Snake Sings, CK9C, Nice to Singing Dog. Like, there's a bunch of amazing, talented people out there who inspire me and still do inspire me to this day. But, you know, there's a part of me that was part of that Foxy character who was going through a lot of finding herself back then. You know, trying to survive a world that did not like her in it. And after I fought that battle, and after I got my way out of there, and of course after the whole crazy 3 years, I decided that it was time for me to let go of that character, because I am no longer that character. That character was scared and afraid and hurt. Now I'm a brave and I'm a bad bitch.
Fuck yeah.
Like, I don't fuck with people's shit anymore like I did back then. I used to hide in a corner whenever people would hurt me, and I'm like, I don't fucking think so. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I don't like people pleasing.
No, that gets tired fast.
I was tired of doing that for years. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a mood.
Yeah, we all draw a
Very
line
big
somewhere. My feelings are just as valid as yours.
Yeah, like I'm not your fucking punching bag.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna let you continue to hit me and take me down.
Are you in do you know Project Community at all?
I believe I do. They do like the community events, right?
Yeah, they do like booth events and stuff, and
yeah, like the
they're
festivals and stuff.
They're very much about, like, you know, the one collective stop for creators of all, you know, like all sides to collect and like network and find people, and they have a whole section for like singers and performers. So yeah, and they do like they like just at each Project Fest or Squad Forever Fest with Novid Player. He does.
Yes, I did go see that one.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, shout out to Novid Player. That guy's cool. He does a podcast in VR chat too. Shout out to Novid Notes. They have performers there.
Events with Verelium, which is a very
I know Verelium.
welcoming community. That's how I got into performing in VR chat. The founder, Boondoggy, was very supportive when I started going to open mics and just kept on hyping me up and telling me that I could get there one day, and now, poof, I'm a performer.
I think I'm going to submit an application for Verilium and Project Community, being like, hey, I can perform and dance and sing. Let me get on. And then they'll be like, okay.
Go for it.
And then what I'll do is sit like we're doing right now and talk about Avatar The Last Airbender for 15 minutes. And then be like, that was my performance. Thank you, guys.
Oh, I don't know if they'll let you do that, but you can try.
I think we can. I'll give it a shot. We'll see what they say.
It doesn't hurt. It does not hurt. Let me say something.
I'm just joking. I'm just making a joke.
It does not hurt. I'm just saying. Even if it's a joke, it does not hurt to shoot your shot. You never ever.
I'll sing Tequila 3 times in a row.
Oh.
I think that'd be cool. Exactly.
Just 3 times, just take a big bottle of whatever you got, like Coors or whatever, and just drink it all up.
You read my mind. You read my mind. Yeah, I'll switch. Wait a minute,
were you thinking of that scene from Sandlot when that they play the song Tequila and they're on that like ride and the fat kid just vomits everywhere?
No, but I do remember that from Sandlot. Great movie, by the way.
That's what popped in my head when you said that.
That's funny. No, you said Coors Light, and I'm like, I have Coors Light. Wow.
I heard you say it earlier.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I pay attention.
What do you go by? What should I call you?
Can you broaden that question?
What name do you go by? What do you usually go by?
People call me Misfit, or Misfit Queen, but you can call me Misfit if you like.
Misfit? Thank you so much for coming up and talking to me. Is there any final words you'd like to say to anybody who might listen to this before we wrap up our discussion?
Yes. I just want to shed some hope for people who are actually going through stuff outside of VR chat, or whoever listen to this. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Don't keep fighting. Keep pushing forward. You got a dream. Go for it. People will tell you no all the time. What matters is you keep fighting and pushing forward.
Fuck yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
Give it up for Misfit Queen, everybody. Give it up.
Woo woo.
The crack open of the beer works too. That's pretty good. Alright, that's going to do it for this episode of Practically a Podcast. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I do podcast nights every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you are interested in joining these podcast nights, you can hop into VR chat or go to the VR chat website and look up the group code PRCPOD.3644, or just type in Practically a Podcast. It doesn't really matter. If life gets in the way and you can't join, you can always tune in on Twitch at twitch.tv/JakePhobia, because these podcast nights are live on Twitch and you can sit in and still listen to what we talk about. This podcast is available on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, really. iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever. It doesn't really matter. It's everywhere. It's everywhere you can get it. You can get all of this info in the link in the description. You can follow me on my socials like Instagram at JakePhobia, TikTok at JakePhobiaGuy, and YouTube at JakePhobiaGuy. Thank you for listening, and okay, bye.